New Bedford, Massachusetts is a city with great history and culture. At the turn of the 20th century, it was the richest city in the world through spearheading the whaling industry. Presently, New Bedford is the top fishing port in the United States. But after losing 15,000 manufacturing jobs over the last half-century, the city has struggled. Lack of economic opportunity and hope contributes to some of the highest rates of HIV, drug addiction, and teen pregnancy in the state, and a school system where 1 of 3 students won't graduate. For too many young people, gangs and the illegal drug economy fills the void of acceptance and survival. The challenges facing New Bedford have grown with time. Third Eye Unlimited, founded in 1998, embraced these dynamics and began to reach these same youth through the culture of hip-hop, providing a creative outlet and opportunity to have a voice in a community improvement movement. Third Eye has been able to involve thousands in something fun, educational, and greatly needed. We interviewed some of the people who have been involved over the years to hear firsthand how the organization has impacted them and their community. First, they were asked what they were like before getting involved with Third Eye.
Before Third Eye, I wasn't that real social in school. I didn't really have a lot of friends.
I was always in trouble. I wasn't listening.
I was definitely an angry young Spanish male. Pent up issues that I never confronted because I didn't know how to.
I was a little punk. I was getting suspended, back talking teachers, fighting with my mom, stealing.
I used to be to myself more. I really wouldn't get myself involved with people.
I was mostly all about having fun and doing my own thing and trying to party.
I was a typical teenager, attitude, thought I knew it all.
I was at a point where it didn't matter whether or not I was going to college, whether or not I would do anything. I really didn't care about anything until one day I was watching TV, and on a public access show I see this hip hop show called Put Out the Word. I saw the number, called it, and at that point it changed my life.
Third Eye's mission is to engage and empower young leaders to positively transform their community through skill-based mentoring, organizing, and the arts. Through being an integral part of Third Eye's efforts, youth pick up important life skills that they take with them through adulthood.
Number 1 is definitely communication skills, public service, organization skills, live performance, promotions, marketing, teamwork, manifestations of thoughts. Visioning something and then making it happen. That's definitely a key to Third Eye.
Having that prior experience with Third Eye, I was able to pick up the whole process of putting full live productions together, and I got into it, I loved it, I was in heaven. My skills and the experiences that I've had have just grown massively from there.
I developed good social skills, definitely got some business skills, and it actually works in my field of work right now. The way I talk to people, more professional,
Definitely communication skills. You learn how to talk to different people. You're a teenager and you're walking up to the president of some company asking him to support something he's never even heard of.
I learned something called video editing that I would never, ever would have tried to done any other time in my life.
The first thing that pops out of my mind in terms of the type of skills and volunteer experience I did with Third Eye was being part of the organizing the International Hip Hop Festival. And my favorite part was actually organizing the whole 3-on-3 tournament. So it was really interesting to be able to learn how do you piece something that intense when so many people wants to play basketball, and they went from 8 o'clock until late in the afternoon. Now that I moved back to Cape Verde, here in the city of Praia, I actually want to bring a little bit of what I learned with Third Eye in terms of bringing together art and basketball.
With Third Eye, it was practical. You came together once a week. We sat down, we discussed what we wanted to do. We delegated who was going to be
responsible for what. It made it so that we had ownership. It made it so that we could make decisions. It's that empowered feeling you get. It's that satisfaction you have of accomplishment, of success.
Putting me in a position to say, okay, you are gonna handle this job on this day. You gain confidence. You gain patience to sit down and figure it out, learn. You did it, and you felt good after.
It's giving young people a space to be safe, to be them, and to really look at where they are in their lives and where they want to go in a way that is life-changing, in a way that is life-saving and life-enhancing.
Since 1998, Third Eye has produced more than 85 peaceful events and several critically acclaimed media productions. But its biggest accomplishment might be the people it has helped produce.
I have 2 daughters, and they've been involved with Third Eye for many years. My oldest one has a little disability. She has grown up in this organization. She has so much matured. She's built relationships. She's learned how to solicit for ads. She's learned better social skills. It's really made her a more conscious adult. My other daughter, she started off just volunteering here and there, and she progressed and wanted to step up. So now she is a board member, sitting with us at our board meetings and making decisions. She has a voice. They both have a voice in Third Eye.
I learned how to use the computer accurately. I learned how to make PowerPoints, and I learned how to make posters. I also did a lot of phone calls, and I learned how to communicate better. I became more confident in myself.
Because of Third Eye, I was able to see options. I became aware of my abilities. I became aware of my capacities, my limitations. Third Eye certainly was an enormous launching pad. I was able to create logos, the t-shirt for the Open, and brochures and flyers and posters. As the experience grew, as the challenges grew, my skills grew. I studied graphic design in college because of the experience that I had grew with Third Eye. I am a social worker using a lot of my creative abilities to try to provide kids with outlets.
I'm definitely way more open-minded to things. I wouldn't listen to something and just be like, no, that's wrong, no, that's right. Like, I feel like it changed my whole perspective of life. Like, it really did.
It helped me with my grades. Everybody involved with Third Eye helped us realize that it is important to be involved in school and get our grades up so we can have something else to look forward to. I actually know how to set my goals now because Third Eye helped us out.
Third Eye was big in helping me overcome those depression issues. Slowly but surely, I started to come out of my shell and be more social and outgoing and actually make friends, have close relationships with the co-workers and my co-volunteers that worked here.
Before I even was around Third Eye, I'd be a nobody, but now I feel like I can go out and make friends. I can enjoy life. I'm an outgoing person now. I speak up. I never thought I'd be the one to step on stage and perform in front of hundreds of people, and I mean, I already conquered that.
I started noticing myself changing because when I got involved, it was just coming here, it's more relieving stress. Like, the stress was left at the door, and here it's just a place I can get my mind off a lot of things. I was getting better grades than before, and my teachers started noticing it, and they started comping me on it, and it just made me feel better as a person.
It made a huge impact on me. I've never worked for another organization or been involved in another organization where you had that same feeling of everybody working for the same goal, and nobody complained about anything. It was, we have to get this done, and you just knew it.
The youth have always been impacted, and I can attest to that. As being a youth and now a young man at the age of 27, I wanted to be a part of the community. The best way to do that was to start teaching And I knew I couldn't teach right away, and I said, what's the best way for me to link myself to the community? I gotta hook up with Third Eye. Third Eye put me in connection with a lot of people that I didn't know, put me in some good positions today. And actually just recently, I was promoted to principal of Wheeling City Alternative High School.
I knew that I could do anything if I tried. If someone put something in front of me, I knew that I could do it. It just takes time and patience. Third Eye teaches you that.
Third Eye's home base is a multifaceted drop-in center where positive peer and adult relationships create a safe haven. Young people can organize meetings, write and record music, make videos, practice dance routines, and even learn Taekwondo, amongst other things. Third Eye's programs include the Youth Ambassador Program, a collaboration with the New Bedford Whaling National Historic Park, where teens make music to educate their peers about local and national history and important issues.
Dude told me to join, his name was Douglas, and they got me sitting here shoveling to get to the fort they named Wagner. Closer and closer, moving forward, not backwards. Licking free us, so no more slave masters, and I'ma stand tall in the face of disaster.
Third Eye's longest running tradition is the Third Eye Open, showcasing true hip-hop culture, art, and community building. The Open has attracted over 20,000 people since its inception in 2000.
The Third Eye Open is an event where kids can come together, parents, the whole families can come together. They can learn about hip-hop, they can learn about being eco-friendly. Like your mind can be blown by just coming a couple hours to the Open, you know what I'm saying? There's so many people that can teach you so many different things.
Third Eye has had a big impact on the whole community. It helped them learn that hip-hop isn't just about what they see on TV.
Ayanai Ferreira has been participating in the Third Eye Open since the first annual in 2000. His younger brother Soldier joined in the tradition shortly thereafter.
Hi, my name is Soldier. Soldier Love.
Keeps people out of trouble. Instead of like going to fight, maybe they can like battle it out or rhyme or dance.
Then you have the hip hop club, which is also Third Eye. Those kids who kind of think they have a flow, they could rap, they could dance, they can go to the hip hop club, see what they're really good at, and most likely they're gonna make it to the show. Get to perform in front of a bunch of people, which they've never got to do.
The positivity is infectious. It doesn't necessarily have to be the youth that enjoy it, it's generations that do. They like the fact that the community comes together and they're able to do something positive. And the kids are able to show their creativity.
With Third Eye and the activities that it does, it brings a lot of people together from different neighborhoods. For me, being raised in Boston and Dorchester, to be more specific, I was able to bring that crowd into New Bedford to a whole new experience.
It goes beyond just empowering youth, but it goes to social justice. Third Eye is made up of a group of people who respond to the youth, respond to the politics of New Bedford. You know, I don't think Third Eye sits still in the face of anything, play very vital roles.
On a community level, like we're out there, you know, we're involved in different things, on different committees, working within the schools, on labor education. We're not just focused on one particular thing, it's a community-wide, global, actually, not even New Bedford, but global movement for social change and trying to make things better, making the earth better, sustainable, making neighborhoods safer, people happier, healthier.
Third Eye's model relies on caring adults to mentor its youth members, to teach them skills, how to navigate a changing world, and to be there for them as consistent, positive influences.
The mentors, the people who were showing the way, who were providing the leadership skills, pretty much made it possible for myself and many others to expand on skills we knew we had but really didn't have enough inspiration, motivation, or even confidence to pursue.
I felt the love in that organization. Like, no matter who I came across, there was somebody who had genuine love for just life and strives on just manifesting positive thoughts.
They help with everything, not just to do with music, and especially because they've known me so long that they always look out for me, always make sure I'm doing good, checking up on me.
someone just seeing that light in you and saying, you got this, you have it, you have potential, you have wisdom, skills, knowledge, you can do this.
I find it enlightening working here. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I've worked here so long, because I'm able to interact with the youth.
Ultimately, it's people who care, who truly, genuinely care. They're not there because they need to put these hours in or whatever, but who really get to sit down and say, what's going on? It's an extended family member. For me, if I didn't have that, I don't know where I would be right now.
I had nowhere to go, no one to turn to, but I knew I could walk into that Third Eye office and someone would be there with a smile on their face. Without that, I still would have been that reckless teenager, without a care in the world, no importance, nothing to look up to.
They fostered them, because the kids that had nothing, the kids that really didn't have the parents, the ones that were just exiles really from life, really like just came here and like they became something better.
You know, so many youth in this city that were headed down the wrong path. If this program wasn't around, they would continue to head down that path to the point of no return. Like me, I wasn't thinking highly of myself. They probably didn't think highly of themselves, or just thought that the way to go was to fight people or just to fight everything. They go from that to writing songs about the history of our city and the 54th Regiment, making songs to educate. And in turn, they become mentors of change. You have them being recognized by people like Michelle Obama and Van Jones, and so many different organizations are starting to look at inner city youth and no longer think, oh, they're just like everybody else. These kids that come into this program, they definitely have a future and they're on the right track. Third Eye told me that I have to focus on making myself a better person, going for my future. And my sole purpose in life is just to work hard to achieve the goals that I set for myself. My goal is to become a TV news photographer. You start your way off in the small towns and then you work your way up to like a New York, LA, Boston, and national from there. And I hope to like go as far as I can, capturing the big stories of the day. I want to be the person that delivers those images into your home.
What I'm planning for the future is to go to college for my veterinarian dream. I've been wanting to be a veterinarian for so long, and I'm actually going forward with it.
I want to go to college. During college, I want to get my RN license and work as a nurse. And in the Air Force, I want to cross-train from knowledge management operations to surgical technician in the medical field.
To be a victim advocate. And my first experience with advocacy was with Third Eye.
I want to be able to do what Third Eye did for me, which is open a lot of doors and avenues for young people.
Over here, it makes me want to take my life to put it inside to get in everybody else, to try to be a community and a family as one. I feel like that's what the world's missing right now.
You know, I really want to help make some change on a political level with education. I'd like to modestly maybe be a part of the school committee in the future. On a bigger level, maybe, you know, a legislator. In the teaching realm, if I moved upward, it would be to be a professor of history or some kind of sociological work. If not, superintendent of schools. You know, I gotta move upward, not backwards.
I want to go to college. I want to become a physical therapist. If not a physical therapist, I just want to become like a shrink. I want to listen to people's problems. I want to help them out if I can. It's like my backup plan if I don't make it in music. For now, I'm with a family called Third Eye, and this family is supporting me in my dreams. Third Eye is the diving board to the pool of life.
It was kind of like Third Eye gave me my road signs to my highway, basically.
We are making a big impact, and if you want to be part of that impact, you should definitely get involved in whatever way possible, because there's definitely a place for you here.
To support Third Eye's essential work, we welcome you to visit us at our downtown New Bedford office or at thirdeyeunlimited.com. Be part of our movement and help our mission carry on.